Welcome to this explainer. What if those very first few minutes, right after you wake up, are actually quietly telling you something absolutely crucial about your health? And the crazy part is, most people over 60 never even notice. Our bodies are constantly trying to communicate with us, but the morning? Well, that might just be when they're the most honest. Let's get right into it.
A lot of us, especially as we get a bit older, just assume that feeling a little stiff, tired, or maybe a bit unsteady in the morning is simply part of the package, right? Just a normal part of getting older. But actually, that isn't always the full story. In fact, dismissing these little morning moments might mean you're totally missing out on a hidden conversation your body is trying to have with you.
See, our bodies have this funny way of sending us tiny little signals long before a serious problem ever actually appears. It's like a whisper before a shout. And so many people just brush these warning signs off for months, literally, even years, until one day they look back and really wish they'd paid attention sooner. But the good news here is that these clues are incredibly easy to recognize once you know exactly what to look for, which completely empowers you to have a much more informed conversation with your doctor.
So, in this explainer today, and this is absolutely crucial if you're over 60 or if you care for someone who is, we're going to keep things super straightforward. We'll use simple, everyday language, no confusing medical jargon, and absolutely zero scare tactics. Just practical, usable facts that could honestly change how you look at your morning routine forever. So before you go pour that first cup of coffee or head out for your morning walk, stay with me. By the end of this, you're going to know exactly which morning changes deserve your attention and which ones are usually nothing to sweat about. Let's dive into Section 1, the getting older myth. Are we blaming age for everything? Okay, let's unpack this, because it honestly surprises a lot of folks. As we get older, our bodies don't just change overnight, do they? They change little by little. And because of that gradual shift, early warning signs are often incredibly quiet. They don't jump out and interrupt your day. They just slowly become part of your daily routine, and before long, you stop noticing them entirely. Countless people will rub a sore shoulder or take a slow, achy step out of bed and just say, well, I'm just getting older. And hey, while aging for sure brings natural changes, not everything should just be blamed on your age alone.
We really have to look at the difference between normal, expected aging and the signs that actually need a closer look. So how do you spot the difference? Well, the trick is to watch out for symptoms that are brand new, getting noticeably worse, or, and this is the big one, happening almost every single morning. Those are the ones that demand a second thought.
Moving right along to warning sign number 1, morning dizziness, feeling unsteady when leaving the bed.
Now, if you feel a little unusually dizzy or lightheaded just once in a blue moon, it's probably not a big deal. But if it becomes a regular, everyday part of your mornings, that's when you really need to pay attention. This morning unsteadiness could actually be linked to simple dehydration, changes in your blood pressure, maybe certain medications you're taking, or other underlying issues that you'll definitely want to run past your doctor.
And this brilliantly illustrates how a tiny change can make a massive difference, because so many older Americans experience this unsteadiness simply by standing up way too fast. That's why it is such a great habit to adopt a safe morning routine. Try this. First, just sit on the edge of the bed. Second, give your body a few moments to catch up and adjust. And third, stand up safely. It sounds like such a small step, I know, but giving your body that little buffer time can drastically help reduce your risk of falls.
Which brings us to warning sign number 2, swollen feet, waking up with tight ankles.
It's so common to assume that waking up with puffy feet is just, a part of getting older. Or maybe you just spent way too much time standing around yesterday. But if that swelling keeps coming back, and especially if it's worse right in the morning, or just doesn't seem to improve as the day goes on, that is something you absolutely shouldn't ignore. So, what's really going on there? Morning swelling can often be tied to poor circulation, certain medications, or other specific health conditions. Now, don't panic. This doesn't automatically mean something terribly serious is wrong, but it does mean your body is waving a little flag, asking for a bit of attention regarding your circulation or your meds.
So I want you to try this. Take a quick moment tomorrow morning to actually look at your feet. Do your slippers feel a little tighter than usual? Are your socks leaving deep, visible marks around your ankles when you take them off? It's small, tangible details exactly like these that piece together a really important story about your health over time.
So the crucial point we're building to is right here in our final section. The overlooked final clue. The sign millions dismiss. We're looking at a warning sign that so many people completely overlook, mostly because it just doesn't seem connected to their overall health at all. I mean, it is a sign so incredibly common, countless people dismiss it every single morning without even a second thought. Yet, our sources emphasize that this might just be one of the most vital messages your body is desperately trying to send you.
Which leaves us with one massive question, right? What exactly is this overlooked morning clue? And more importantly, what is your body desperately trying to tell you while you're just busy trying to get your day started? Understanding these quiet, early signals is absolutely the first step to taking control of your health. But you'll have to keep paying really close attention to your own mornings to find out what you might be missing. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember, always listen to what your body is whispering to you.